Hello everyone, today I'm sharing 10 specific tricks that you can do to have a better looking, more attractive face. And I know looks aren't everything, however, I can't be the only one that likes to learn these tips and tricks to just look better. We're gonna be all over the map today. There are so many interesting things I feel like maybe you've never even heard of in this video. Some things you can actually start doing today to instantly notice a difference. Other things I'm going to suggest that you go out and try. So let's get started. Okay, number one is today's video sponsor. And I know, you're thinking,
oh, you're just getting paid to say this.
No, I love this brand. I use this brand every single day. And even though it is not a makeup or beauty brand, it still has completely transformed my face for the better. So yes, it is Vegamore, and this is a brand new bottle. I get a new bottle every single month. This is the hair serum. This is what made me fall in love with the brand. It has completely transformed my hairline. So I'm gonna actually insert a video clip because about a month or two ago, I was looking at old footage, like old videos of mine, because I was trying to find something that I had. So I was looking at old videos and I found myself with my hair half up, half down like I'm wearing it today. I very rarely ever wore my hair like that because I could not stand how sparse my hairline was. But I saw this and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm saving this, putting this in a video to show you like how much better it is today. So anyway, I use this every single night. I keep it by my nightstand and it's like a clear formula or solution. It does not make your hair greasy. It smells very fresh, but you can use it in the morning or the night. But I just out of habit use it every night before I go to bed, and I put it in my hairline. I'll put it down my hairline. I massage it in, and that's it. And so you're gonna be very consistent with this if you wanna give it a try. And then around month 2 into month 3, you will absolutely start seeing little baby hairs grow in, and you will see a big before and after difference. Like, that's why I love recommending these products. You actually see a difference. I would say if you're like actually, you know, really interested in trying this, I would recommend the 3-pack only because you're not going to see the results you want with only one bottle. Like this will last you 1 month. You would need to actually go into month 2 to 3, you know what I mean? So like the 3-pack, you save a little money. If you're actually committed, that's just what I recommend, but obviously you do whatever you want. I also love the scalp detoxifying serum, especially because we're into the winter months, and this really helps with dandruff. I don't really get dandruff anymore because I'm using this, but I used to struggle with that like crazy. So I actually only use this about once a week, maybe even once every 2 weeks, and I do it about 20 minutes before I take a shower, and I just disperse it through my scalp. I'll take this scalp massager, also from Vegamore, and I really massage it in, leave it on for 20 minutes, and then I take a shower. I can also use this before bed and let it soak into my scalp all night long, and that's really nourishing as well. It just really gets the dead skin cells, the dandruff off, and it helps, you know, the serum actually kind of absorb better. The last thing, and I'll be done, I swear, you don't need all of this stuff. I just want to share what I actually use. I love their shampoo and conditioner just because it has those same super healthy, like all of these products are very, very healthy, no toxic chemicals, cruelty-free, vegan, just really, really good healthy ingredients. But all of that is this like similar things, but also has carmitin. It really like smooths out the hair shaft. But again, it kind of like does double duty. It cleans your hair, but it also helps to grow your hair longer and thicker. Look at the before and after. I feel like I'm just like a new person. I just look younger, I look better. So again, my code is Shea for 20% off. I'll have them linked down below. Give it a go. Number 2 is interesting. It's all about tape training in place of Botox. I've never even got Botox before, and I'm not against Botox. I just haven't taken the plunge and actually tried it. However, I saw this on TikTok months ago. I can't even give credit where it's due. I'm so sorry. I don't even think the person that I saw talking about it, like they didn't invent it. I think maybe their dermatologist or their doctor or something suggested it to them. And I kind of kept it in the back of my mind, and I like kind of forgot about it. And then like in the last month, I remembered, like I got this out to wrap presents. No joke. And I was like, oh my gosh, the tape training, I'm gonna try it. This freaking works. So hear me out on this. I know it sounds crazy, but just hear me out. So what you're going to do, this is actually going to reduce the forehead lines and the 11 lines on your forehead, okay? Maybe there's other things you can do with it. I haven't gone there yet, but what you're going to do is when you are home alone, or maybe at night when you're done for the day, you're not going out anymore, you are actually going to rip off some Scotch tape pieces, and you're actually going to put it on different sections of your forehead, okay? And again, I know this sounds so crazy, and I have a monitor here and everything's backwards. Oh my goodness. You're gonna put it above your eyebrow, like that, and then one more up here. You're gonna wear this around for like a few hours at night. And the thing is, when you are just talking to people, you are watching a movie, you are reading a book, whatever, you make involuntary expressions on your face, which is what creates those forehead lines. And you don't even realize you're doing it. And the Botox stops those muscles, like it stops those muscles from working, so then you have a really smooth forehead. But when you're wearing this tape, if you move, see, you feel it and it crinkles and you like stop yourself. You like actually trick your brain and be like, oh, I shouldn't do that. And so if you do this every single day, after like a week or two, you actually train your face to stop making those involuntary face motions. And I'm telling you, it works. Like, it's crazy. So again, give this a try. Just give it a try. Be consistent with it. Consistency is key, theme of the video. But yeah, this is a really good trick instead of Botox. Next, I have some instant makeup tricks that you can do today to have a better looking face, a more attractive, more youthful looking face, starting with blush. So you're gonna take your blush, and I feel like we're all so trained into thinking we have to put our blush in the apples of our cheeks. Like, we always like kind of smile, we like create the little like puffy part on our cheeks, and that's okay, but I have since learned, and I've really been kind of like testing out putting the blush higher up. It really creates like a lifting effect on our face. So again, that's kind of how I did it today, and it absolutely lifts your face, it raises your cheekbones, it makes you look better. So we talked about blush. Let's quickly talk about bronzer, because there's so many instant tricks you can do with a good bronzer. Obviously, you can contour, you can give yourself like a sun-kissed glow, you know, concentrating it on your forehead where the sun would naturally hit. You can also chisel your jawline. That's one of my favorite tricks. I love that. But I also learned from Kim Kardashian's makeup artist, Makeup by Mario. He was doing some video and I saw him do this, but he always brings down the bronzer straight down your esophagus because it creates the illusion of kind of a smaller neckline. And it's just a nice, you know, contour effect or illusion that he does, and I just loved it. So I've been doing that, and it's like a really nice shadowing effect. So again, your jawline, esophagus, chisel, and then hairline. Another instant trick to really make your face look better. It's going to make your eyes pop. It's going to make you look more youthful, more awake. It's just a really good trick. It's using a luminizer in the corner of your eye. And sometimes people do this with like a shimmery eyeshadow and it just doesn't last that long. So this is a better way to do it and have it last all day. So this is the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick. I have it in the shade Rose Gold, but there's so many other colors and they're almost all shimmery, but it's kind of like a crayon, and the material is a little bit sticky, but it's really, really easy to use. And I just put it right in the corner of my eye. Sometimes I'll bring it up kind of on my eyelid, and I do it on both sides, and it really pops. But then I don't stop there. So then I take basically any shimmery eyeshadow. This is a Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palette, and I love this particular color right here. It's just kind of like a champagne-y shimmery color, and I put it again in that same spot, but because that caviar stick is a little bit sticky, it really grabs onto that eyeshadow and it kind of sets it. And again, it makes it last all day, and it's a lot more vibrant. And before I move on, I just wanted to say that so many of these makeup tricks are purely playing up lighting effects. So for example, look at my nose right now, and I'm going to put my hands right here and block out the studio lighting beside me. Look how different my nose looks compared to this. So again, so many of these tricks are just playing up or playing down the lighting. Wow, now that I've pointed out my lighting, it's really bad. My nose looks really bad. Let's ignore the nose, let's move on to lips, because our society today, we are obsessed with lips, and lips can go one of two ways. They can look old and wrinkly and chapped and not good, basically me in a nutshell, or they can look young and plump and youthful and great. So I have come up with a few tricks of the trade to just make your lips look better. I really avoid super dark lipsticks, matte lipsticks, bad. I really concentrate on lighter shades, and I also have specific formulas that I think really work to fill in all of those lines, and it just smooths your lips. So I've talked about this before. This is the Sarah Happ Lip Slip. Works like a dream, highly recommended. It's kind of like a weird, like it's annoying that you have to use your finger, but I don't even care. It just smooths your lips. And then this is the Dior Addict. This gives a little bit more color, and you don't have to use your finger. I'm wearing it today. But again, it's all about finding the right formula that will literally get into those crevices and smooth your lips. You wanna know what else makes your face look better? Eliminating those nose hairs. Yes, this is a very fine, handy tool. I really like it. You don't want to go too far up in there. You know, those nose hairs are there for a purpose. They block out those particles, those viruses. Like, they're there for a reason, but sometimes they get a little unruly, a little out of control, and you can see them sticking out, in which case this is nice. Okay, so the next few suggestions, unfortunately, you cannot do them at home. Like, you would have to go out and have this done. They give you instant results. I personally think it's worth it. So if any of this interests you, you could give it a try. So starting with brow lamination and tinting. So I had this done this past week and I've been loving the results so far. I believe the results will last about 6 to 8 weeks. So I don't know if you can notice any difference with my brows, but I actually have no brow product in my brows whatsoever, which is shocking to me. It's normally like this process that I do in my makeup, and I hate doing it, and I just love the results. To me, my brows look so much more natural. Lamination kind of straightens out your brows so they look a little bit more feathery, a little bit more full and natural. And then, like I said, I did get the tinting as well, which I already have kind of like darker brows, but this just made them even more darker so that I don't need to fill them in. And I love it. So your eyebrows frame your face, and eyelashes, to me, are the icing on the cake. And people spend so much time and money on eyelash extensions. I couldn't do that. There's strip lashes, I hate those, and then lash serums, which Vegamore actually has a lash serum that I loved. I used it for so long. I kind of just stopped ordering it, and now that I don't use it anymore, I can absolutely tell that my eyelashes are not nearly as long as what they used to be. However, what I'm getting at is a lash lift and tint. So when I was getting my eyebrows done, I noticed that they offered a lash lift and tint, and I was like, let's just try that out. So we did that, and I absolutely love the results, even though my lashes are pretty short right now. So basically, a lash lift is a perm for your lashes, which sounds scary, it sounds weird. I'll insert some photos here, but it really does lift your lashes to make them look longer and curled and darker. So again, you could definitely consider this. It lasts about 6 weeks. If you happen to be using a serum, for example, that also helps to make your lashes longer and thicker, I swear the results of this would be even better. So again, it's just something else to keep in mind. Next, we have what's called laser genesis. If you don't know what that is, Google it. I'm sure somewhere in your area, like a medical spa or like a skin center would offer this. And I've dabbled in a few lasers, mainly for acne, but laser genesis is a special laser that actually has no downtime. There's like almost every laser out there. I mean, like you're down for like 2 or 3 days. It's painful. You look terrible afterwards. It's honestly not a fun experience. Whereas laser genesis uses heat. It's actually like a very enjoyable treatment. It feels so good, and it really uses heat to kind of get down into the lower like epidermis level, and it kind of kills all the bacteria, and it really stimulates collagen, and it does so many other things. But what's interesting about laser genesis is for the next like 2 or 3 days after the treatment, you have the most beautiful skin and glow ever. Like, people will literally get this laser done before they have a big event, because for 2 or 3 days, they look amazing. And then over the next few weeks, it works its magic, and usually people get like 4 to 6 treatments over a span of a year. But it's just an interesting option because you really look amazing afterwards. So those are my 10 very different and unique ways of having a better looking, more attractive face. Everything that I talked about in today's video, I'll have linked down below, including Vegamore. Again, my code with them is Shea for 20% off their entire site. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, maybe subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye.